Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Welcome to this weekly financial review. Over the past 5 days, global financial markets have continued to fluctuate amid the interplay of multiple complex factors, while domestic macroeconomic data has also entered a period of dense releases. First, looking at the domestic economy, the latest data released by the National Bureau of Statistics shows that from January to April this year, the value added of industrial enterprises above designated size increased by 5.6% year-on-year, indicating that the production side continues to maintain a steady growth trend. At the same time, the Ministry of Finance reported that national tax revenue from January to April increased by 3.9% year-on-year. Of particular note is that, driven by a strong recovery in market trading activity, securities transaction stamp duty surged by 74.8% year-on-year, sending a strong positive signal of recovering vitality in the capital markets. In addition, last week marked the first anniversary of the implementation of China's foundational law on the development of the private economy, the Private Economy Promotion Law. Over the past year, this law has effectively implemented the principle of two unwavering commitments: injecting strong legal support into the high-quality development of private enterprises and stabilizing market expectations. Turning to the international market, geopolitical conflicts continue to impact global supply chains and the energy market. Although there are reports that the United States and Iran are in contact regarding an agreement to reopen the Strait of Hormuz, overall market sentiment remains cautious. Supply chain disruptions have kept international oil prices at elevated and volatile levels, and the latest earnings reports show that global companies are under significant cost pressure as a result. The stronger-than-expected rebound in CPI and PPI in Europe and the United States has further prolonged the global fight against inflation. The U.S. equity market has recently shown divergent performance, and the most closely watched development in global finance last week was Kevin Warsh officially succeeding Jerome Powell as the new chairman of the Federal Reserve. At present, the market widely expects the Federal Reserve to remain on hold at next month's monetary policy meeting. However, given the persistence of inflation, discussions about rate hikes within the year have begun to outweigh expectations of rate cuts. Looking ahead to this week, the domestic market will see the release of key economic data, including the official May PMI and April industrial enterprise profits above designated size. In addition, the STAR market will also witness major developments such as the listing hearing of Changshin Technology IPO. Overseas, the revised first quarter GDP data for the United States will also be closely watched. Thank you for watching today's financial review, and we'll see you next time.